You ever have those mornings where you walk into the shop and the smell of sawdust hits you just right? And for about 5 seconds, you actually believe you've got everything under control? Then you look at your to do whiteboard and realize you're 3 weeks behind on a commission that requires a part you haven't even designed yet.
That sounds like every Tuesday for you, Tiger. But today's Thursday, June 4th, 2026. Put down the chisel and talk to me. We've got a massive pile of tech and trade news to sift through.
Well, my ego took a bit of a bruise this week, but the shop tech is looking up. We're talking about the 3D printing world, basically deciding that big and fast is the new minimum standard. Bamboo Lab dropped the A2L. It's like they took their entry-level machine and gave it a growth spurt.
Is this just another bigger is better marketing ploy, or can I actually fit something useful on that bed now?
Don't tell my wife I'm looking at another printer. But honestly, it's about that H2 series compatibility, being able to swap modules between machines without needing a PhD in robotics. That's the dream. It's a bit like having a standardized socket set after years of using adjustable wrenches that never quite fit.
Speaking of things that fit, I saw Prusa released a new TPU, Galaxy Black. I thought TPU was supposed to look like industrial rubber bands, not a night sky in Montana.
Right? It's 95A shore hardness, which for the uninitiated means it feeds through the printer without acting like a wet noodle, but it still has that give when you drop a part on the concrete floor. I've spent more hours than I'd like to admit trying to print flexible gaskets that ended up looking like a bird's nest. This stuff actually looks professional. You could make a custom handle for a shop vac or a vibration dampener for a sensitive motor, and it wouldn't look like a science project gone wrong.
Okay, but Creality is breathing down everyone's neck with this Clytek thing. You're the guy who remembers when high speed meant the printer didn't catch fire. Is this Clipper-inspired system actually going to change anything for the average person?
It's the democratization of speed, Alex. It's like when fuel injection finally replaced carburetors. Suddenly, you don't have to be a master tuner to get performance. If they pull it off, we're looking at a world where a hobbyist can print a prototype in 3 hours instead of 12. That's the difference between finishing a project and letting it die in the I'll get to it pile.
Let's pivot from the desktop to the job site. I was reading about Ian Schwant over at Fine Home Building. He's being called the new guard of carpentry. What does that even mean? Is he swinging a laser-guided hammer or something?
I wish no. Ian is doing something much harder. He's professionalizing the chaos of a job site. He's a production manager. See, back when I started, you had the old salt who knew everything but shared nothing unless you bought him a beer. Ian is flipping that. He's treating innovation as a core skill, not a happy accident.
So he's a manager. Is that still craft? Because you usually get grumpy when people spend more time with spreadsheets than with Walnut.
Caught me. But here's the reality. You can be the finest joiner in the county, but if you can't manage a timeline or mentor the kid who just showed up with his first pair of boots, your business dies with you. Ian's big thing is mentorship. He's securing the legacy of the trade. It's about realizing that the most important thing you build isn't the house. It's the team that builds the house. I've had projects go sideways because I was too stubborn to explain the why to a helper. I paid for that in wasted lumber and high blood pressure.
It sounds like cross-training is the secret sauce there, knowing how to swing the hammer and how to read the budget.
Exactly. It makes you unfireable. Whether you're a solo maker or on a crew of 50, understanding how the pieces fit into the big picture, the production management side, is what separates the professionals from the guys who just own a lot of tools.
Speaking of professional, let's talk about the maker mogul side of things. We're deep into 2026, and apparently, just posting a photo of a bowl you turned isn't a business plan anymore.
Man, don't I know it? The organic reach era is currently in the graveyard. If you're trying to sell your work now, you have to be a bit of a data scientist. We're seeing this 70-20-10 rule for advertising budgets, and it's actually really smart.
Break that down for me. If I've got $100 to spend on ads, where am I putting it?
$70 goes to what's already selling, those bread and butter items. For me, that might be my standard cutting boards. $20 goes to the experimental stuff. Maybe those weird epoxy poured coasters I wasn't sure about. And the last 10, that's for brand awareness.
10% just to say, hey, I exist?
It's the trust me tax. It's process videos. People don't just buy a table anymore, they buy the story of the guy who spent 40 hours sanding it. You're using AI-driven targeting now to find folks who aren't just looking for furniture, but people who specifically linger on hand-rubbed oil finishes. It's creepy, sure, but it's effective.
And you're seeing a split in where that money goes, right? Instagram for the eye candy, but YouTube for the big checks?
Right, if you want to sell a $20 ornament, Instagram is your mall. But if you want a client, to drop $10,000 on a custom library built in. They want to see a 15-minute video of your process on YouTube. They need to see the sweat and the precision. They aren't buying a product, they're commissioning a performance.
Let's get into some DIY mastery before we wrap up. I saw something about professional grade gutter lighting. Is that really a thing, or are people just trying to make their houses look like a gaming PC?
Actually, Ashley Garber over at Certified Lights is onto something. It's about integration. Most people slap some Christmas lights on with plastic clips and call it a day, which looks, well, like a temporary solution. Professional gutter lighting is built into the drainage system. It's curb appeal during the holidays, but it's security lighting the other 11 months of the year.
I'm picturing you on a ladder in the rain trying to wire this up.
I've spent my fair share of time picking wet leaves out of downspouts. But the logic here is what I love. If you're going to install a functional component like a gutter, why not make it do double duty? It's the same mindset as the builder we're following who moved countries and built 42 luxury homes.
Wait, 42 homes in a new country? That's a lot of learning local building codes on the fly.
That's the beauty of it. He proved that the fundamentals, the skeleton of a house, don't really change. Physics is the same in France as it is in Florida. Framing is framing. But the luxury part, that comes from the details. It's the hidden storage, the moisture-resistant subflooring that nobody sees, but everyone appreciates when their floors don't squeak 10 years later. Civil Rabin has been sharing these construction hacks lately that are basically just doing the hidden things, right?
Like the secret storage? Everyone loves a hidden room.
Or even just a hidden toe kick drawer in a kitchen. It's about maximizing every square inch. We're seeing this trend where people would rather have a smaller, perfectly executed castle than a massive hollow mansion.
So what's the big takeaway for the guy in his garage or the woman on the job site today?
I think it's about future-proofing your hands. Whether it's learning how to use a high-speed clipper printer to prototype faster, or the new guard way of managing a crew, the way we've always done it is a trap. I remember spending 2 days hand sanding a tabletop because I was too proud to use a wide belt sander. All I got for my pride was a sore shoulder and a deadline I missed.
And a very frustrated tiger.
Exactly. The future of making isn't about replacing the craftsman with a machine. It's about the craftsman using the machine to do the boring stuff so he can focus on the soul of the work. Don't be afraid to let the tech take the heavy lifting. Spend your energy on the details that people actually feel when they touch the wood or walk through the door.
Well said. If you want to dive deeper into these paths, whether you're looking to join the trades, start your own maker business, or just want to build a better gutter, check out the TigerDen links in the show notes.
Keep your tools sharp and your mind sharper. We've got mountains to build. Catch you tomorrow.